Greetings, Diesel Funketeers. Tim Fielder. Live drawing with Tim Fielder today. I am hello, LP Kindred. How you doing? Good to see you. My name is Tim Fielder. I'm a visual Afrofuturist and graphic novelist on TikTok and YouTube and Substack and LinkedIn and is there anything else? I think I'm good. I'm on a bunch of different channels. Facebook. What am I thinking about? Facebook. Yes, we're live on Facebook. But hold on, before I do that, let me just do this here because I gotta always double it up, man. Gotta always double it up because people don't know what's going on here. But I am going to be doing some drawing today, but I'm going to be mixing it up today. I'm going to be mixing up today with doing a little Afrofuturist work, drawing a little corporate work, because again, this particular live stream was about showing how the sausage is made, how everything is made. That's literally what I'm trying to do, and that's what I'm trying to do, folks. That's what I'm trying to do. Let's see here. We are live now. We're going to go share here. We're going to copy that link. We're going to now go to Tim Fielder. Right, there we go. And we're live on Tim Fielder, but we're now going to share on the Tim Fielder account. And we're going to tag in this Black Comic Lords because they are very impressive what they pulled off recently. I think that's them. But if it's not, we ain't gonna worry about it. It's all good. All right, now, so we got that. I'm a visual Afrofuturist and graphic novelist known for this book here, Infinitum, an Afrofuturist Tale. Maddie's Rocket. It's volume 1. Be working on volume 2 soon. And graphic history hip hop. Done with my good buddy Dr. Walter Grayson and our managing partner Christina Hungsbrook Lamatina. Working on book 2 of that now. Got to get some pages in by tomorrow. Should have had them in 2 months ago. Hey, what are you going to do? All right. Let's get to it. Oh, and by the way, I will also, I'm not sure, but I think Rowena's joining me tonight. I'm not sure. If you're there, Rowena, And you might, who is Rowena? Rowena is my mama. And I was told I need to make my picture a little bit bigger here. So I'm going to make it bigger like that. Hey, Mom, how you doing, dear? And we're doing our thing. And I did shave before I got on air today, so I'm okay. Anyway, here we go. Let's go. We got our desktop happening here. Hopefully we will not have any bogged down computers. Everything looks and appears to be okay. I went into my download folder, deleted gigabytes of material there. So we should be ready to rocketh and rolleth. But one of the things I got to do here is I'm going to be playing some music. I'm going to be playing some music here because I'm sure everybody saw the news today. Let me see if I can pull that up here. Hollywood Reporter. It's all over. It's not just Hollywood Reporter. I'm going to go to Instagram here. There we go. Let's go to Hollywood Reporter. Oh, it's bogging down. I can see it. I can feel it. I can feel it. Hollywood Reporter. Going to go here. Let's see if they have it here. Disney Studios, Disney, the corporation that owns Marvel, owns Lucasfilm, is investing $1 billion into OpenAI. Let me repeat that again. Disney Studios, or Disney, the corporation, the multi-conglomerate corporation, is investing $1 billion into OpenAI. What did that tell us? What does that tell us? That tells us that those mountains that you see on the horizon, those are not mountains. That is a supersonic wave. It's a wave of water as high as 1,000 feet moving across the surface of this planet at supersonic speed, and it is going to vaporize everything in its path. That's what that means. That means that Disney has now bought in to AI as a format, as a tool, as a utility, as a thing. And anyone who is not going to be honest with themselves and just concede that, hey, this is what it is, this is what it's gonna be, then what are we doing here? Let's just go here, Disney, right quick, and I'll start drawing shortly. Disney Open AI. Right? Walt Disney Company and OpenAI reached landmark agreement to bring beloved characters from across Disney brands to Sora. Sora is the AI animation app. Now, I think that's good, but there are so many different AI animation or video apps out there. What I think is Disney seeding the fact that AI is a force that they have to flow with it. They can't fight against it. I know there are people out there who would like for that to happen. I understand it. I get it. It's going to be a lot of disruption. There's going to be a lot of people put out of work. However, this is the thing I need people. Well, I'm sitting here like I'm just some live streamer in New York City. So my opinion counts for very little. But I would say this. This is not just a danger to individual operators. I'm not talking about Skynet. We're not there yet. We might be there soon, but we're not there yet. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about AI as a tool to create entertainment. Let me repeat again. I am not referring to AI as some global entity to enslave the human race. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about AI as an advanced widget that allows for anyone to create content, whether that content is slop or whether or not it's art. That's what this tool allows for. It's like the arrival of the automobile allows for everyone, the rich, the poor, the middle class, the white, black, red, yellow, green, male, female, doesn't matter. Allowed everybody to have a personal device to quickly get from A to B. You were not subject to the elements when you had a car, right? You could drive in the snow. You could drive in the rain. You can drive long distances. As long as you had gasoline, that's what the car did. So when the car came along, it fundamentally transformed the human race. There were good things about the car come along. There were bad things about the car come along. But that's what happened. Better me tell you than somebody else. I'll say it, right? AI is fundamentally changing our space, our place, all of that. Hello, BJ Ruiz 696, Brandy Lion, how you doing? Carmen Carter, how you doing? It's going to change everything. So we have to accept that this is going to happen. We have to accept that this is happening. Got it? This is happening. So this is what we're going to do. Hello, Allison Albert. How you doing? We're going to leave this page here right quick. We're going to go back to our Diesel Funk page. Wow, nice image here. All right, let's go here. We are live on the Diesel Funk page here, which is dope. No comments yet, but that's all right. We ain't going to worry about it. All right. Now, let's get to, I'm going to say hi, everyone. All right. So, let's get to it. Let's get to some drawing here. We're now going to go to our desktop. And first thing I'm going to do here, because a lot of people see my work and they think, okay, he just draws like detailed painting stuff. No, I don't. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Well, one of the things I've been working on is this idea, dog walking company. And we're going to see where it goes. But I'm drawing caricatures for it, right? So you guys, oftentimes I'm known for doing these kind of, super detailed images, which is, has its place. But in this particular case here, what I'm doing is I'm drawing cartoon characters. And, my machine here is definitely having some issues here. I'm going to quit Creative Cloud for the moment. I'm going to quit that, and I'm going to also quit Photoshop. Just so, even though I love my logo being up there, I think I need to shut that down. By the way, this is an image by my good buddy, Stacy Robinson. Stacy is a visual Afrofuturist and scholar and DJ and all those different things. Hello, Mrs. Tweedy, how you doing? A-Rod, how you doing? And I am, he did this image of me, and eventually I'm going to animate to it because I did this pretty cool animation. Well, I don't know if it was cool, but I used an image I had done a long time ago. One of the things about AI that it does, it allows me to take old illustrations that I've done, and all of a sudden I can get things done with it very quickly. It's pretty interesting to see. All right, so I'm going to shut this down here. What's this? Don't want to save that. Okay, there we go. So I don't know if this is going to free up my RAM at all, but we're going to see. So I got Black Prince that I'm working on. I'm working on the Comet, working on a bunch of different things here, which is pretty cool. So let's go here. And what I've done here is I have taken different things. Now, I'm going to say this, folks. This has bogged down again. And it only bogs down when I open TikTok Live. And the reason why I'm thinking that's probably happening is because it's really, really RAM intensive. That's the only thing I can think of. So I'm gonna try a different process here, and I'm gonna shut TikTok live down just to see if it improves at all. Also, in addition to that, I need to see if, like I said, I need to see if, because it's like all of a sudden I've drawn real time all day, clean my drive, do all that different type of stuff, and then I come here, I go online, everything's working great until this. Now, I think the only change I've seen is the not OpenAI, what I'm talking about, the TikTok live stuff. So I'm going to shut this down for the moment. I'm going to end the live. All right, there we go. And I'm now going to shut that down. I'm going to move this over here. Now, you guys should still be able to see me on Facebook and all of that. So yep, there it is. Yep, that is definitely TikTok. It is a ram hog is what it is. And I wish it were not that case. Why does this thing have to be like that? But hold on. Let me see something right quick now. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back. Let's see, if I go back to TikTok Live, right? Let's go back to TikTok Live. Here it is. Open it up. We're going to see what happens here. That's my desktop and everything happening. All right, now. And see, it bogs down again. So yes, it is TikTok Live on the Mac that is causing a bit of aggravation for the dog here, for the man, right? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go live, right? I'm going to go live here. I'm going to go live. I am now going to go back to this, and I'm going to TikTok Live appears to be going. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close. Really? Doggone it. What if I hide TikTok Studio? Will that make a difference? Okay, hold on. Wait. Nah, there we go again. Wait, hold on. So I've hid TikTok Live. Okay. All right. So maybe the workaround for the moment is to hide TikTok Live. All right, let's see what's happening here. So now we're going to go to this particular, so we have this thing here for Dog Company. All right, now the different drawings that I've done here is this. I have this one here, right? Trying to keep it cartoony, right? Trying to keep it cartoony. So we got that one. Then we got this one. So this one is a bit forward facing. We got this one for rain here. So let me do this one here. I'm going to, because I think what I've got to do here is I've got to, let's go back here to black. I'm going to move that one to white. There we go. Now I'm going to take this point here. Let's see here. Let's go here. Okay, that's my raindrop. So I'm going to go right there. Oops. That didn't work because I'm drawing with white. That's joke. Yep, it is slow. See how slow that is? Yep, so I think it's TikTok that's causing the problem there. All right, so here's what's going to happen here, guys. Man, I don't know what to do about TikTok here. I love TikTok. TikTok is awesome. They give lots of feedback and stuff. It's really quite good, but it's just it's a ram hog. It's a ram hog. All right, we're gonna go there. Okay, so TikTok Live is open here. It is live. All right, I'm going to pause live maybe. Okay, now I'm going to go here, quick TikTok Live. That's probably going to stall that. I'm going to exit now, and I'm sure it's not going to be good, but let's go to TikTok on here. Now, I do have a TikTok stream happening, so I'm now going to go to my thingy here. Yep, it gonna go live here. Alrighty, let's go live. Oh no, we already got that. I already got it for the Mac. It's already there. It's already there, baby. It's already there, baby bubble. Let's see here. So we are good here. Oh, check this out. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Let's stop that one. What we're going to do here is we're going to come down here to Instagram. I'm going to see if I can play this. This is just something I've been really experimenting a lot with, the things that AI can do and the options that it gives me to play with material that before I would have had to really suffer. Oh, here it is. Wow, look at that. There is Robert Sikoriak, Scott McCloud, and Paul Karasik, who is my teacher from School of Visual Arts. Good to see them doing their thing there. All right, so let's go here. What do we got? We want to go to profile. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but we're going to try. All right, so I wanted you guys to see that. Now, just to let you know, one of the things that came from actually is an image here. I'll just go to my desk documents here. Nope, we'll go to right there. And I'll go to this image is actually quite old. I did this image about almost 3 years ago. And the thing that was so frustrating about it was I had done this image here, this one, right? And as you can see here, I mean, that's pretty dadgum detailed there. Oh, what is that? What is that? Okay, there we go. So I had done this image here, and I was inspired by Sun Ra, who's obviously one of the seminal figures in the field of Afrofuturism, from Alabama, jazz musician. I the irony is I am 59 years old, almost 60 years old. I'm old enough to where I actually saw Sun Ra perform live in Central Park, where he had this like 50-foot tall puppet that would be over, and he would play like songs from the Disney song selection, but it was all jazz, free jazz. So yes, I actually saw Sun Ra and his orchestra in the late '80s, because I think he passed in the early '90s. So yes, I'm old enough to where I actually saw Sun Ra perform, which is insane. But yeah, that's what it is. So I saw this. This part of this image was used in Graphic History Hip Hop, and I actually took the drawing that I had done and moved it in there because I think that people like Sun Ra, George Clinton, Bootsy Collins, all seminal to the formation of hip hop. Because without them, you wouldn't have the conditions that basically would come up, for better or worse. Actually, in fact, certainly the experimental part in hip hop, and so that was one of the things that happened. That was, I felt, so I wanted to use this image, but no one could take it. I tried to use it, as you can see here. I was trying to do a thing where I was going to make a presentation of what I do in Afrofuturism for the Smithsonian, but that didn't develop, and then things got weird, and then the new administration came in, and anything, with people of color in it is kind of weird for us right now. But Anyway, so that's what I did, and the reason why I love working with this stuff, it allows me to take still images and to give them animation. So it's actually quite interesting and fascinating to see. All right, enough of that. We're going to go around here. Now I'm going to start drawing here. Again, apologies, TikTokers, but I can't keep working if I'm working and my machine is bogged down. See, look at this. Let me show you what I mean. So we got this here, right? That's pretty good. So I drew this thing here. Watch what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go here right quick. Watch this. So I'm going to take my pen here. Watch. See? That's real time. That's real time feedback. I need that. I can't be working if it's going to bog down on me. So I'm hoping that they get a handle on that eventually. We do want to get rid of this guy here though, because he's kind of out of place there. All right, good. So now we can take this guy. Yep. And this is a rain segment here. Right. Whoops. Let's go down here. All right, we got this one here. Hit Command T. There we go. Let's put that at the same angle, right about there. Yeah, that's good. Right? And now what we're going to do is we're going to move this up to 100%. Yeah, that looks about right. Go here, right click. We're going to do merge selected layers. Now I can reduce that down on resolution. So you see what I'm saying? It gives you the impression of rain. So this idea is that this person who can do this dog walking will go in rain, sleet, or snow. So in this particular case, we have just a casual kind of dress style. Then here, casual again. But one is profile, one is a side. So what I want to do here, I got this one, I got that one, I got this one. I have another two. Hang on, what's going on here? Did I lose something? Oh, no. What am I doing? Maybe I lost something. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, well, I may have lost something. We'll see. We're going to see what happened in just a moment. We're going to see what happened in just a momente. All right, we got the front. We got the side. We got this one. So you see what I'm saying? So what I'll do is I'll work in blue and I'll transfer everything to black and white. So we'll go here. So this one is the rain guy. I don't know if you guys can see that. And this is the one I'm doing. This will be for the snow. So that'll be fun. All right. So let's see. I like this, but I think I need to do one more. And instead of doing them separately, I'm going to sketch it out pretty fast here. I'm going to go here to my blue. See, it's just, you see how it is? It's like when you're able to work. See, look at this. Watch this. Whoa, wrong thing. Whoa, what am I doing there? When you go here, see how fast that is? Because I'm working in real time. When stuff is bogged down, it's like they got to, I love TikTok. They got to fix that. I can't be working on my machine. I mean, this machine's got a truck ton of RAM and storage on it. It's like, no, it's an M4 and I didn't get an M5 yet. I'll wait for another few months or a year or so till the funds are right to do that. But what are they talking about? All right, anyway. So we got the rain, snow, and I now need to do the summer. Okay, so let's check one thing here before we do that. So this one is there. That one is leg there. So the other one should be leg back. So let's go here now. There's we go. We're gonna go here. Go here. This one right here, I'm gonna have shorts. Yep. I make this kind of boxing shorts. Not boxing shorts. What do they call them? What do they call the shorts when they're like oh well, it don't matter. There we go. So it's supposed to be rain, sleet, or snow. But it also it suggests that it can be done at any time. All right, so I'm going to shirt here. All right. All right, so that's back. This is forward. All right, so in this case here, it'll be boom. There we go. And watch here. Boom. There we go. Shirt here, head. There we go. So this is a cartoony style that I'm using. I find that it's good to be able to mix it up from time to time. And this is a style that I'm actually going to be using on one of my projects in the future. Because everything, you know, just, come on, man. Everything got to be painted? What the world? What in the world's going on there? Go here. Then we got an ear there. Boop, boop, boop. And then we got our hair. That's it there. There we go. All right, now the dog in the previous shot was a Saint Bernard, but this one I want to be something else. Let's take a look at our dogs here. So our dogs thus far have been, the dogs we've been using here. Okay, what is that? I've been reading, there we go. So we got Saint Bernards. I've been thinking about a Greyhound, something thin. Greyhound dogs. All right, let's go to images. Maybe like a Dalmatian might be cool this time to mix it up. Yeah, he's not gonna be running like he's gonna be walking. My twin brother used to own a Whippet, and Whippets are quite fascinating. But I think what we're gonna do here this time is we're gonna go with a Dalmatian Greyhound hybrid, which will be fun. So we go here. Let me move this over a little bit there. All right, so we got our dog here. Let me right click over this, copy image. I'm gonna go here and go Command V. Okay, that's good. Got that, right? Let's reduce him down there. So we'll use this dog here as our reference. But we're gonna right click and we're gonna go flip horizontal. So that's right click, flip over horizontal. The reason why we did that is so that we can have the dog's kind of posture and stuff. This is just me using reference here. All right, here we go. So I like that. All right, now I'm gonna just go on another layer here just to kind of keep this right here. We're gonna say this dog here. So the way he looks is like this. And you know, again, we're fine if the way we're doing this is a little bit abstract. That's okay. So let's take here, boom, bam. There we go. A little bit too much. There we go. Bam. Okay. Now, go here. There we go. Okay. So I like the way that looks there. Bam. There we go. See? All right, good. That looks pretty good. I mean, a little long, but we might be able to adjust that. Let me go here and do this. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. All right, now I want to move this over here a little bit. Let's go here. Actually, yeah, let's move him right there. Actually, no. Let's go back here. Let's turn the guy off there. There we go. All right, here. Okay, good. That's a little bit long in the leg, but I think I could just do this. Okay. There we go. Yes, I think I can live with that. No, maybe not. We'll see. All right. There we go. So we'll go here, there. Yep, right there. All right, I can live with that. Now we're going to turn that there. So you see how thin these guys' waists are, because they're basically running dogs. They can run. I've seen them run. My brother, again, used to own a Whippet, and that was pretty crazy how fast that dog was. There we go. Then we go here. There we go. See? Yeah. Yep. Yep. Can live with that. And then no tail, really, to speak of. I know. It's kind of weird how that dog was shaped. I'm going to put a collar around here, because the red collar is one of the motifs we decided. This here. Bam. And go here. There we go. First ear. Right there. There we go. And here, put the thing here, and I'll go over this part here. So, bam. There we go. All right, not bad. Not bad. Okay. So let's now turn this off. We don't, well, I'm not going to delete that. I'm going to keep that reference there, because I think I'll have the dog. This actually looks like the dog that my brother had many years ago. So we're going to go here. I'm going to take the dog. Nope. Wrong one. I'm going to go here. Right there. Yep. Mm-hmm. And now we're going to turn this guy on here. There we go. Yeah. See, that looks pretty good. I like that. Let's make the dog a little bit smaller. Just a little bit. There we go. All right, I like that. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Now, I'm going to merge these two, both clicks, right click, merge selected. So now they are now part, all one layer. I'm going to go here, make that resolution down a little bit lower. Ah. All right, let's get to it. And I think I'll actually go with the blue line again, because again, it's, as I was saying before, for some reason when I'm drawing with that blue, I have a different reaction to the way the things work. Let's go here on Facebook. I don't think I have any. Let's go here. Yeah, no comments. Okay, that's fine. It's all good. Hello, LinkedIners. How you guys doing? Hello, YouTubers. YouTubers. Thank you, YouTubers. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. You know, Instagram, man, I would love to stream on Instagram, but someone said I was suicidal. Hey, man, you know, hey, what do they do? I guess they, you know, what are they going to do? But I've been having a ball. Anyway, so we got that. We got Facebook. We got LinkedIn. TikTok, guys, I am so sorry, but I cannot stream on TikTok if it's draining so much of my you know, just bogging everything down. What's the point of doing that? Anyway, enough of that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm now going to open this one and that one. I'm going to drop the resolution down on this. All right, I'm going to drop both of these here, and T. And the reason why I'm doing this, because I want to draw these both at the same time. I don't want to get, I want to get this stuff here kind of done. All right, so now we'll go here. We will move this one here. Oops. All right, now let's take both of these guys up a bit. And the reason why I'm doing this is because before I was doing these things one at a time, but I think what I'm going to do now is switch them up so I could do two at the same time here. Merge, right? Merge selected layers. So go, these here are on the same layer. You know what? Let me not do that. Let me do this. I'm going to duplicate these. I'm going to, oh, let's see here. So what I just did was duplicated these guys. And I did it because I wanted two separate ones here. Two separate layers of duplicates. So just in case I need to go back, I could do it. But what I will do here is I will merge these two. All right, now let's get here, create a layer on top of this. And now we're going to take our line artwork again. We're going to try to move as fast as we can with this. I left the lines kind of sketchy. Again, this stuff is not designed to be super detailed. It's designed to be light and fun and happy because it's about dogs, man. Y'all know how dogs can be. Let's see here. We got that here. YouTube is going. Hello, YouTubers. Hello, Substack. I don't bother Substack. Leave Substack alone. They hadn't done nothing to nobody. LinkedIners. Hello, LinkedIners. And Instagram, even though I know you guys can't see me. How y'all doing tonight? All right. TikTok, we'll get that sorted out. I think the thing to do is to grab a stream key. Get a stream key. I should get a streaming key and a URL. That's what I think I should do. Because if I do that, then I'll be able to run everything through Mel Studio, which would be the way to go. That's what I think. But we're going to see how it works. Anyway, let's go here. Take this over. And, you know, while we're doing that, I'm going to see if I can do something here that I don't normally do. But I think, because I make so much music, guys. I make so much music. It's ridiculous how much music I make now. And I think what I want to do here is start playing music. So I did, for that animation I did there, today, it was pretty freaking awesome. And I think what I want to do is start to, you know, play music. So let's see what happens here. So you guys can see me having laid that off. Start it over again. Let's go to main talk. All right, now we'll go back to the desktop here. Yeah, you guys should be able to hear. If you can't hear anything, let me know. Yeah, I wanted to do something a little bit kind of different. There we go. I'm making these folks here this character. There we go. So we're keeping this art style really simple. Okay, I like that. Look at that. Let's turn that off there. Look at that. Wow. See how simple that is? That's pretty good. But I think I need to go in there. Yep, I like that. So I feel pretty good about that. All right, let's mute that for now. Let's see here. Oh, what is it? That's all right. I just got a harasser bothering me. What is he saying here? What are you talking about? Turn the music down a bit. Oh, it's too loud. Okay. See, I'm not a man. I ain't like that. I ain't like you, man. I'm not a DJ. I don't know how that works. I don't have a music thing. I use AI to do my music. What do you want? It was easy. All right, but I turned it off anyway. I'm gonna get back to talking here. All right, so we go here. All right, now, so we got that. Now, watch what we do. We will take our paint bucket here. We will pop that in there. See how that goes in there? Pop that in there. And I should do this more. I should really do this more. Bless you. Bless you again. That's my wife sneezing in there. And go here. Okay, oh Lord, another harassing statement from Black Star. All right, it's much better. Of course, I turned it off, man. Anyway, let's go here. Let's see. All right, so we're going to go back here. Boy, I have to really, really figure out what's going on with TikTok there. That's very frustrating. I like TikTok. TikTok, I like. All right, so that's pretty good there. We're good there. So I really need to draw more stuff like this. I think it's really kind of a thing I haven't investigated enough of. But don't worry, we'll get to it. We shall get to it, man. I will be back on Instagram in approximately 8 days, 7 days, 1 week. I'll be back on Instagram. And then we will see what happens. Here we go. All right. Yes, I like that. That's pretty good. See that? Let's take a look at that. See how that looks? I like that. That's very stylish, very hip. All right, now here's where it's gonna read, because now we got to do this Great Dane, but make him not look like Cujo from Stephen King's Cujo. That's what we got to do. So we're gonna go here, keep here. Whoops. We need to make that a little bit thicker there. There we go. There we go. All right, this here. There we go. All righty. Okay, here comes a moment of truth. Moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. All right. See, there we go. Boop. There, a little bit there, there. Just a little tension lines there. And now we'll do this. We'll go here. There we go. Yes, and now we'll do that right there. So I can fill that in. And here I will do, oh, nope, I don't like that. Let's do this right there. Okay, great. That's good. All right, now we have that. Now we need to do the back part here. Boom. There we go. All right, not bad. All right, here it comes with the weird kind of dog thing. Let's go to Great Dane here. There he is. Now I'm looking at, wow, maybe I made him a little bit too small. Well, no, it's all right. It's all right. Hang on. Let's see. Smooth this over a bit here. Not terrible. Not terrible. Let's go. There we go. Just a little hair. I'm going to go here. Watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go here. There we go. See? There we go. Not bad. I just need that the indication of like hair. All right. So this guy here has a very, very, very pronounced furry thingy. Let's go here, there. All right. Boom, bam. Okay. We'll now take care of that. Now we're going to go here where we're going to go big eyes. And I will make that sort of dark, but for right now, I think what we're going to do here is we're going to do this. Like that there. There we go. All right, we're going to take, whoops. So we're going to go blue here. Let's take that really big there, right there. And then we go down like this. There we go. All right. Let's just go here. And then he has all this, because these dogs seem to, their tongue is hanging out and everything. It's kind of weird, but that's okay. I like dogs. Dogs are cool. All right, there we go. Now we will take that right there and do right there. Okay, I think that is almost there. Let me do this here. Let me do this. I probably yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. There we go. All right, good. So if I turn this off, that looks pretty clean. See that? That looks pretty clean. But what we need to do here is we just now need to drop, say, a little bit down underneath the bottom there, just to separate it. So now we take our brush, our paint bucket, just drop this stuff. Oh, and turn that off there. There we go. All right. Hang on. Yep, I can live with that. Much better. All right, so while I'm working, I guess I can talk a little bit more about this whole Disney thing. I think that we are in a situation now where we have to begin to accept that AI is not going anywhere. AI is going to be here with us. And we have to just adjust to accepting it as a tool. I spoke about it a little bit earlier, but I'm just speaking about it again now. I know some people that, who I think are not going to accept AI. Understandably so. Their entire makeup makes them, it's an anathema for them to accept the technology. And I think those people should not use AI. I think those people should give themselves grace and not use it, right? Because I think there's a market for people who don't use AI. It is my belief there's a market for folks who don't use AI. Or I should say there won't be a market. I was actually looking at David Gerrold today. I was hoping I would have shared his thing, but he didn't get back with me, so I couldn't share what he had put out. But David Gerrold was basically David Gerrold of Star Trek fame was basically talking about someone had basically forbade him to use AI, and he unfriended that person, which was very sad to see because who wants to be unfriended? I mean, it happens to all of us. I guess at some point, but. The thing that happened was, there we go. We got to put that because this is a cartoon drawing, so that's why I made that a little bit cartoony there. All right, I'm gonna go here. All right, there we go. See what I'm saying? I felt like I needed to put some hair underneath there because I need to emphasize his size. Need to emphasize his size. We go here, right there. There we go. Go here. I'm gonna go here. Now I'm right there. There we go. Alrighty. That looks pretty good. Not perfect. Not looking for perfect. Looking for heart and finished. Alright. And right there. Let's go here. So a little bit there. A little bit of shadow there. Okay. There we go. See? Not bad. Alright. I can live with that. Alright. Good. Pretty dadgum good, man. Pretty dadgum good. So, all right, let's go here. Now we're going to do this. We're going to go right here. Boom. Up. Not big enough. Let's get it thicker, thicker. Wah. Right there. Then we're going to go the other one right here. I'm going to take that in just like that. And then here we're going to go right there. Bam, bam. Okay, good. So that's good. I can live with that. There we go. All right. So I like the way this looks. I like the way this feels. Let's just make this point here a little bit thicker there. There we go. All right, I can live with that. All right, I can live with that. All right, so that's good. Let's erase here a little bit. All right, good. There we go. Let's take that right there. No, that's bad. Bad. Go here. Yeah, I think I'll leave it like that. That's good. All right. So that one's good. Now let's turn this one back on. Okay, here we go. All right, someone else has contacted me. Who is this? This is, oh. Skin texture enhancement tool? What is this stuff about? I don't know what that is. This guy's always sending me something. Yeah. All right, we got a St. Bernard here. My name is Tim Fielder, Diesel Funk Studios, visual Afrofuturist and graphic novelist. I am known for Infinitum and Afrofuturist Tale, Maddie's Rocket, and the graphic history of hip hop. I'm also known for this guy. See if we can find it here. That's live drawing. Oh, this is my old live drawing thing. It's on there. Let's go here to another channel here. We will go to this guy here I'm known for. And I got another episode that is due up any day now. Wow, look at that. It's saying it's live. Oh, no. Wrong one. Let's switch account. We're going to go to Diesel Funk. Oh, it's a Supergirl trailer. And what is this? It's AI just changed everything. This is T with Gary V. Yeah. So let's discuss this a little bit now. Now, I've already told you guys what I think. I think we crossed. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God. That's what happens when a booger gets like really deep back there in your nose. Anyway. Yes, I did say that. So the how should I say? When Nano Banana came out, for you guys who don't know what Nano Banana is the latest, I guess, tool, uses the LLM. It seems to handle data much better. In fact, The Sun Ra image I did was done in Nano Banana via Firefly. So I've been starting to experiment with Firefly. I'm a heavy Photoshop and Clip Studio Paint user, but I haven't really dealt with Firefly a lot. But it seems like I'm one of the people who get to use it. So I need to start stepping up my pace. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Whew. Hey, what are you gonna do? Anyway. So that's where we are. Anyway, what am I talking about here? No. Yes. Funk Studios. Infinitum. Maddie's Rocket. My name is Tim Fielder. Oh, yeah, that's right. Wow. Is that even active anymore? I don't know. Probably not. But back in the day, there was a Microsoft commercial done on me about 5 years ago. Almost 5 years ago. With Common, which is interesting. But they never did anything with it. It came out, though. Whatever. Anyway. So, Nano Banana is pretty cool. This is Firefly, by the way. And you can see here, I've done different things with it. So this was the kind of the 16 by 9 format I had used. So I love the cave wave on that. Right? But of course, in this particular case here, the hands were not moving. They were kind of static. And by the way, you'll notice the animation in the finished piece looks very static. And it looks static because this will only allow me to output 5 seconds. Right? But I changed so I started, my image was the first prompt. When I use AI, the only AI I use with a written prompt is when I'm using either Manus or ChatGPT. I don't really use ChatGPT so much anymore because they force you to buy 2 seats. And I'm like, what is that? I don't want to pay for 2 seats. I want to pay for 1 seat. So I pay for Manus. Manus, and I'll show you a little bit of Manus today. By the way, it's 6:41. I've been going now. How long have I been streaming now? Jeez. So a little bit over an hour. I'm going to try to take it to 2 hours today because I've only been doing 1 hour sessions thus far. But anyway, so back to Firefly. So Firefly has a keyframe thing. So we had this is the start. And that's my second. So what I did was I actually used 2 images. I used a widescreen shot here. And I used that. And what it gave me back was this, which is pretty good. It's 8 seconds. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, that looks pretty daggone good. I like that. I suppose I could have used that, but I just didn't like what was happening with the hands. And then I used this again, but I changed the format to where it was vertical. So that means I was going to have to move everything around. Watch how this goes. The background is dope. That looks pretty good. But, look at, some stuff I didn't like. I said slow zoom out with figure with flowing robes. Need to be a little bit more descriptive with what I wanted my emotion to be. The image is there, right? So I went here. Slow truck out from figure with flowing robes. I kept it there. Did it again. But you'll notice here, like barely anything happened. Other than the truck end. I mean, it happened. It's okay. Then I use this one here. And I went back to the widescreen view. And that was the one. But you'll notice here, the bottom part was kind of like the camera move. I like that one because I like the dynamism in the camera move. But this one here, I was like, nah, I don't want you to change my drawing. And I mean, even though I thought it was kind of cool that it put that Ankh in there. That was cool, right? But that's not what I'm looking to do with my stuff. I'm not interested in AI adding. If I put in a drawing, right, I want the drawing to stay as close as it is as possible. However, I'll make a distinction. So if I put this in here as a black and white drawing, it's a blue drawing right now. If if that drawing is just line work, and like with VizCom, I'm using it to deploy rendering to that line artwork, well, I'm cool then. I can rock with that. I can rock with that. But if I give it a painted image like this, then no, I don't want that. I don't want that. And so that's the way I worked at. Any rate, let's go back to generate video. This is Firefly again. But one of the things I will do, however, let's go to back. I want to generate video again. Let's generate video. We're good here. But one of the things I want to do, that now I'm working with Firefly more, because I want to animate infinitum. That is one of the objectives, one of the things I want to do. But if I could animate infinitum, one of the things I'm interested in doing. You all right? You okay? Okay, I gotta hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Hold on, I'm coming. What happened? Oh, Lord. All right, guys. All right, let me have it. Let me have it. I need you to let me have it. Ladies and gentlemen, it helps to have tall spouses. I'll be right back. Hang on. Okay, I'm coming back. Hang on. It is advantageous to marry tall spouses. If you're gonna do it, marry tall. But you can marry short too. Short spouses are good. All right, let's go here. Check again a little bit. This here. All right. Still rocking, still rolling. All right, we got that. I'm sorry, guys. I had to step away there for a second because things got a little hairy. Like people almost fell down there. Anyway, so let's try something here. Since it appears we have a sort of two keyframe utility here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to actually import some Maddie's Rocket stuff in here because of the two projects I want to animate Maddie first. And the reason why I want to animate Maddie first is because Maddie it has the benefit of looking more illustrated, right? I want Maddie to look how it looks. What I don't want Maddie to do is I don't want Maddie's Rocket to look photoreal. I'm not interested in that. Infinitum, even though Infinitum looks painted, the version that I animate, I want to look, hyperreal. It looks photoreal, but it looks like a photorealistic 3D film is what I'm looking for. But I'm not looking for it to appear illustrated. Now, book 2, which I will eventually get to, will look that way. We'll work that out. Anyway, let's go here. Oh, what am I doing? I'm sitting here talking. Having my headphones on. I'm sorry, guys. She almost fell down. I had to get on top of that. Couldn't let her fall. Okay, y'all understand, right? All right, here we go. So let's go to Mati. We're going to go here to... Where are you here? Invasion. Yes. Now let's see what happens. Is that one we want? Is that the one we want? Oh, let's try this. Let's see what happens here. Nah. Well, let's try this. Let's see what happens. So we take this. Whoops. Wrong one. So this is a shot from Maddie's rocket, right? And I could go here to generate. I want to generate a video, right? And here what we want to do is we want a new setting. VO3, commercially safe. I think they have Nano Banana in here, but they have Sora 2, which I guess Sora got a big pitch today, didn't they? Didn't it? It certainly did. So we're going to go here. Now we're going to generate a new session here. So now we're going to go to, these are two shots here. One here. Hang on. Yes, this is all from Maddie's rocket, guys. I know you guys probably haven't even seen this stuff. This stuff is old stuff. Old stuffers. Old and old stuffers. Let's see here. All right, let's get ready to pull this open here. No. Yes. No. Well, see, and by the way, as you can see here, you see that, right? This was actually animated. So I've been trying to do the whole chromatics thing for years, but the tools just were not. They just were not up to snuff. They were not. Anyway, then go here and that one. Let's see here. What happens if I start here and then I go there? Yeah. All right. So let's go here. I'm going to start with that open sequence here. We're going to have this camel walking and go right there. Right now it's set to vertical. We want to set it to widescreen. There we go. All right. So we got the opening sequence. All right. So we have that. Now if this works, I will start animating Maddie like this in Firefly. Why not? Why? Because I don't have to necessarily generate straight new images. I have my process down. I use little VizCom, little Photoshop, little Clip Studio Paint. But if I can animate and it can do basic stuff for me in Firefly and do a good job of using all these models, I'll use it. All right, let's go to the next one here. Let's go to this one. Yeah. All right, now let's change this. We're going to say widescreen view of silhouetted camel riders on top of a sand dune. The Egyptian pyramids in the background. Now I'm not, all right, so when I'm using VizCom and I'm not putting in completely rendered images, I will specify the time of day. The time of day, the lighting conditions. I don't want to do that now because that's all inherent in the image. It's already finished, right? So we can hit generate here. Oh, something went wrong. Please try again later. What is that? What went wrong? Oh, do I need to get credits? Oh, I need to sign in. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Let's go here. Let's go back. Sorry. let's try it again. Credit. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll close it off for now. I ain't gonna worry about it for now. All right, and that might mean that I might not be using this. We'll see what happens here. Let's check my credit balance on this. Oh no, I have that. Huh. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Let me sign in here. No, I'm signed in. Oh, well, that's interesting. Let's generate again. Ah, crap. What is that? Ah, man. We'll go back to this. I've wasted time on that already. I was just trying to see if I could do something. Let me go back and finish this. How about that? You know, hey, man. You all right? Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. You know, there's this thing here bothers me with this right here, but you know what? Let's do this. All right. Okay. All right. Not terrible. Not terrible. All right. Good. All right. Good. Now let's stick in this line up here. There we go. See? That looks a little bit better. A little bit better. Yes. All right, I can live with that. Yes, I can live with that. Probably need to. All right, let's do this. Yep, right there. Okay, good. So we got that. So I want this dog here. There we go. That looks pretty good. All right, now let's get to this guy here. All right, now we're going to go here. Oops. That should be a thicker line there.
Hey Google, stop. Hey Google, set a 5-minute timer.
Boom. Bam. Boom. Whew. Man, if only my regular comics were this quick to do. I probably, there are times I think, man, maybe I should have done the comic like this. But hey, man, we trying to do, I have to trying to stay on brand, people. Trying to stay on brand. Anyway, so let's go here. Wow. Right there. Yeah, there we go. Let me take this one here. There we go. Alrighty. There we go. Okay, good. Now let's get this part here. All right. There we go. Yep. And we will put kind of cargo pants there. Oops. That didn't work. Almost though. Almost. Hang on. Let's do it like this. There we go. Bring that down just a little bit there. There we go. All right. Bam. Hiya. right there. And we would take this. Yep, there we go. Oops. A little bit more. Right there. Okay, now we will take this line here. There we go. All right, good. All right, there we go. Yep. Yep, I probably should have done many of my books like this. But hey, we live and learn. You live long enough. All right, bam. Right there. Then here. I know some folks are probably like, man, I didn't know he drew like this. Like, yes. Sometimes I can draw cartoony too, man. Bam. All right, now we got this here. Go here. There we go. Okay. So let's go here. Okay. There we go. Whoops. Not quite. There we go. All right, now let's take this here, just like that. Yes. Okay, that's pretty good. Now I'm gonna go right here. Boom. There. Bam. And bam. And then bam. Do just like that. Just like that. Yep. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that. Now let's go here. Take it here. Go right there. Put the nose in. Right there. Smile. Boom. Hair. There we go. Yes. Boop. Just like that. Yep. There it is. All right. Eyeball there. There we go. All right. Nice. Nice, man. Nice, money penny. Let's make this hair a little bit puffier. There we go. Okay. Got that. Now let's get this guy here right quick. Right here. Boom. Bam. All right. Oh, nope. Got it. Always smiling. Always smiling. Whoops. That's, well, you know, sometimes that can be a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes you want to have the smile, but you can't. It's not enough room. There we go. Right there. There we go. There we go. Yeah, right there. There we go. Boom. Right there. That looks pretty dadgum good. Whoops. A little bit too much. There we go. Right there. That looks pretty good. Bring that down there. Because this dog is a runner. Here we go. All right, so that's pretty good there. I'm going to take that down there. Just put a little detail in here. I think we might shut that off there. Right there. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now I think we've got that. Now let me just take this one thing here. We'll do it just right here. Going to be a little bit straighter. There we go. Yep. Because that dog's a runner. All right. Now we're going to go here to paint bucket. Oops. Got to turn the other layer off when you do that. There we go. Let's zoom in here to this. All right. That's not terrible. There we go. Good. I can live with that. Let's go here now. Here. Bam. I have to do that. And right here, 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 and here, and here. See, that makes that letter, that leg there kind of recede into the background there. But what we're going to do here is we're going to go right here as well. There we go. See? There we go. Okay. Not terrible. Not terrible. Not terrible. I could put a shadow underneath his coat, underneath his shirt. You know, let me just do that, just to be ridiculous, just to be a little bit ridiculous. Because what I'm doing here is I'm showing that this person can do work, rain, sleet, or snow, or summer, spring, summer, fall, all of it. So we're gonna go here. We need to go to here. Doggy, 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 doggy. I'll leave that part there a little bit clearer, maybe for now. Maybe I'll change it a little bit later on. Go there. Go. Yep, that's pretty good. All right, now here's the moment of truth. All right, I think we are good here. And by the way, this is not perfect, I know, but I am getting some speed. There's some speed stuff happening here, which is good. Command U. So I work in blue line very often. So you see what happens? As soon as I did that, my brain now accepts this as a black and white ink drawing. It's just something that happens when I'm working like this. It just takes it to the next level. All right, now here we go. We're gonna color both of these at the same time. Now, in Photoshop, I could color this in Photoshop, but for right now, I'm gonna stick with Clip Studio Paint. So let's duplicate this. And we're going to click outside here of that. I think everything looks to be clicked. I think we're good. Command Shift I. Let's go another layer here. Now we're going to fill this layer here with white. Let's see what happens. Fill it with white. Yes, we got it. There we go. Go right here underneath that black and white ink drawing here. Now we're going to start dropping in color. I'm going to leave that selection set together. Now, one of the things we do, one of the motifs here of this company here is everything is red. So first thing I'm going to do is drop in red everywhere. Red, red, red. Okay, that's good. And I can always come back to that. Red, 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 And then here will be red. Okay, not terrible. Now we'll take a pen here very quickly. Just lay that stuff there in. And right now, I'm going to set this to... I'm going to set this one here to multiply. There we go. That's the top layer there. You see the black and white. So I'm actually coloring on this layer. That's why it's kind of got that feeling on there. But that's okay. So now we're going to go here. We still select it. Now we can paint and fill in those spots. Of course, there's an automated feature which I've shown long ago called Pelt B Pelt, which is pretty good. All right. So anyway, we got that there. Right here, red, red, red. Okay, now let's get this guy's skin texture happening here. We're going to make him a little brown. We're going to be a little, kind of a interesting. Right here, Payal, good. Here, good. There, there. I don't think we need any more hair on this snowsuit here, but we do need some stuff going here. Okay, boom, bam, 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 bam. Yep, I got to do a book like this. It's just so much easier. So much easier. All right, now we're going to give him sky blue shoes because I have shoes like this actually. I know. It's weird, but I do. But we're going to put some gray socks on there. Gray, 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 gray. There we go. So we got gray. And the shirt, let's make the shirt say a little bit green because I don't have any green happening there. I'm going to make it kind of an army green. Yep. Yep. There we go. That looks good. All right. Green. Green. We'll put a little green. Nope. 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 Hold down Option. Select there. Bam. Skin texture. Okay, good. I can live with that. Can live with that, man. Here. Bam. Right there. There we go. Here. All right, I can live with that. I can live with that. However, I need to go here. I need to fill in that little section there and this little section there. There we go. Hands, and we need to put that there as well. Okay, good. Yep. That looks fairly awesome. I'm going to give him a blue band, the same color as his shoes. What are we going to do here? We're going to go here. We're going to go blue, 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 blue. There we go. Let's go here. Got little parts popping out there. And the gray. The gray is not filled. But we will fill it now. We will fill the gray now. There we go. Go here a little bit. Bam. All right, good. Man, I got to do a book like this. This is ridiculous. So much faster. All right, go here. White. Now, you really can't see that now at the moment, but that's all right because I'm just filling this in here. All right, now, here's the other moment of truth. I'm going to go, I'm going to go and fill that in with white. White, 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 white. And hoping that it fills in. But the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to turn off the back layer there. Yep, that looks plenty white to me. Plenty white to me. Let's go. Yep, 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 yep. I think we're good. All right. Now, so we've got the dog here happening, and we want to turn this dog into a Dalmatian. But before we do that, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go to this one here. All right. Now, I think I'm going to make the dog should look like, All right, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Here, yes. Dog, yes. So that guy's gonna have a little off-white and a little brown. So what we're gonna do, or I can make him, well, we'll see. We'll see the way it works. All right, but the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take his coat here and make his coat like a, kind of like a, should that coat should be like that color. Yes. Yep. No. That coat should be a, I don't know if it should be a, it shouldn't be a red. Shouldn't be a red. Let's see here. Ah, there we go. Excellent. I'm gonna make it a little bit brighter. No. Nope. Gray. Gray coat. All right, gray coat. Yes, a gray coat it will be. There we go. Bam. 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 Okay. Pants. I'm going to make these pants here probably just regular blue jeans. Like so. They'll be light blue jeans. Yep. All right. I can live with that. So light blue jeans here. How am I going to do this? The hat will be a red hat. Because why not? Why not the hat to be red, man? Because that connects things there. Yeah, that's kind of dope. Yeah, I like that. I like it that. All right. His boots. Let's see, what color the boots are going to be. I'm thinking kind of the orange Timberland type feel, like so, like that. Let's see here. Yes. There we go. We're going to make those lights a little bit yellow there. I mean, there we go. See? That looks pretty good. I can live with that. I can live with that. There we go. Yes, that's not bad. Kind of want the hip hop flavor in there with the kind of Timberlands happening. There we go. All right, good. Gloves, dark gray. Let's see. Yes. Okay. I can rock it. I can rock with that. All right. Gray gloves. Okay. Now, scarf. What color should the scarf be? That I do not know. How about we make the scarf? Let's see, how long should we make the scarf? Scarfity. LinkedIn. Hello, LinkedIners. How you guys doing? So good to see you. Let's refresh this here. Let's see what's going down on LinkedIn. Been going for an hour, 45 minutes. We're going to shut it down another 15 minutes. Enough time for me to finish this, I think. Because I got some other work I got to do now that I'll do offline. I still feel like I need to stream for much longer. But it has been weird for me, I will admit. Yep. All right. Hey, Facebook. Oh, somebody has... oh, no, that's one viewer. Okay, good. And, of course, there's LinkedIn. I mean, Instagram. Being all problematic. Again. All right, so we're going to go refresh here on LinkedIn here. I mean, not LinkedIn, Instagram. Going to go here. Ah, look at here. This is a good one here. Here is Jamie Mustard. Um, they have a December 13th, 5:30 p.m. at Cloud and Leaf Bookstore. Books After Hours. I lent my name to this book. The editor asked me to lend my name to another book, and I just didn't have time. I should have wrote her back, but it's just I am swimming in obligations. But I just wanted you guys to see this. Hybrid is a very, very good book by Street Noise Books. They're a great company. I like what they do, and I dig what they do. So I want you guys to see that. Alrighty. Okay. All right. Now let's go here. Now we need to figure out what color that scarf should be. I'm thinking, how about that scarf be maybe, not sure what color. What color would go there? Let's make it an off-white here. Oops. Make that a white. There we go. And that should be a white. And that should be a white. Okay. The scarf should be a yellow scarf. Like so. Yes. Yes. See that? That looks pretty good. I can live with that. That's all right. I can live with that. I can live with that. Amazing when you're working in these kind of things here. Just like with these simpler styles where the colors are, I mean, the colors are always important. Don't get me wrong, but here it just it takes on this extra added level of importance because you know, you can't hide behind the details. You know, which I hey, I know I do. Yeah, but there we go. The color is all you have. So the color and the simple line work. I know this in certain ways it's kind of heavily influenced by Hergé's work. I'm a huge fan of Tintin. I love that. I love that series. I love the cartoonist and how much he was able to change over time. Hergé. I mean, he did this racist imagery over the years in his book because he was a product of his time, and the man actually went back and redrew the stuff that was offensive. Who does that? Who does that? You know, and just really, I have so much respect for Hergé. You know, I mean, nobody's perfect, I know, but just a lot of respect for him that was doing it because he didn't have to do that. He could have said, man, who cares what these people think? But he did, and that's great. All right. Gonna do one more thing here with the red. All right, we're gonna take this here and we'll watch what we're gonna do and go here. Whoops. Command D. We're gonna deselect that white. Do it here. Oh, maybe I should have left that white. Okay, we won't worry about it for right now. Okay, that looks pretty dadgum good. All right, the dogs are good, except for the Saint Bernard here, which is time. It is time for you to receive your paint coat, my friend. All right, so we're gonna make him a kind of a reddish, like that. Okay. Yep. There we go. There we go. There she go. There we blow. There she go. There we blow. All right, good. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Ah, crap. See, that's what happens when you're not paying attention. There we go. So I ended up filling that in the wrong layer. But don't worry, we'll just do it here. Thank God I was able to recover from that before really doing some major league damage. That would have been bad. That would have been bad, man. Boom. Bam. How we can paint that in. All right, and we're gonna go here. I'm selecting that section there. We're going to select all three of these guys here and go backspace. Okay, good. We needed to do that. Now I know right now you're like, hey man, this dog is pink. What are you doing? Don't worry, we're gonna get it together. Just a momente. We're gonna get it together. Ah, crap. Did it again. Pay attention, dude. There we go. All right, and go here a little. Go there. There we go. All right, now let's take this very quickly. Go here. Take a smaller point. There we go. So now we are blotching that in. Let's go here. Select this guy here. There we go. 7:24 Eastern Standard Time, December 11th. My name is Tim Fielder. This is Live Drawing with Tim Fielder. I am Tim Fielder. I am the visual Afrofuturist, graphic novelist. So weird to even be in an environment where Afrofuturism is even taken seriously, I have to say. It is quite a fascinating and interesting turn of events, because you know, if I had ever told you that, hey man, people gonna be buying books about black folks and spaceships, I would have said no. No, 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 no. All right, go there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, got that there. I don't think, we need to get this part here, that right there, yes. And with this, all of the base colors are mostly done, except for the dogs, which I'll get done now. All right, now, let's follow this guy here. Now, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna get him shifted around. So I'm gonna make the white dog a Dalmatian, because why not? But what I will do is this. I will take this here. I'm going to go here, and I'm now going to start with an airbrush. I'm going to take a, you know what, this guy here, he is really a little bit too pink, isn't he? He's a little bit too pink, man. But for right now, let's just leave it the way it is. We're going to go in with this here, this layer here. And now we're going to go in with like a kind of a brown orange thing happening, but we're going to do it with an airbrush. Go right here. There we go. See? Whoops. Reselect. There we go. Oops. All right, let's go here. There we go. All right, let's try it again. There we go. You know, I need to do this with this particular guy here. Let's go. I'm going to take this part here. Let's go here. There we go. Go right there. Okay. Go here. And take it right on the bottom there. There we go. See? Now, and if I can, I will probably make that pink coat a little bit brighter. But then again, I haven't hit it with highlights yet, so we will see what happens. We shall see. All right, now, although I'm painting with this, you will notice there, well, there's a black line on there, so it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Okay, so we got that. Now the next thing we're going to do here is we're going to take this guy's ear like that, and we're going to do this just like that. Right? Okay, that's all right. That looks not bad. Not bad, man. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, let's go here. Let me just check these St. Bernards one more time. Do color. Ah, so it looks like this guy here. Let's go to this guy. He's the one. That's the guy right there. Look at him. Whoops, wrong one. That's the guy right there. Let's move him over a little bit more. Man, these dogs are massive. So we're going to go here on his back. There we go, like that. And then we're going to take this. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And now we can take this. Yes, just like that. All right. Let's take a little bit of this here. And that is looking sort of like that, actually. There we go. That looks sort of like a St. Bernard. Yes, he do, man. Yes, he do. All right, so we got that. So I'm good with that. I could hit that with a little brush stuff there, but I don't think I will. What I think I will do is this. I will take a little kind of this color here and put that right over this section here. There we go. And then we will make his ears. There we go. That's kind of weird, but that's okay. We don't want that to be too dark. Anyway, all right, so that's good. And we're going to make his mouth here. Right, there we go. And then we will take this part here on the bottom part there, and even underneath there. There we go. So now he is looking more like a Saint Bernard. All right. There we go. All right, good. So we're going to turn this off. Now we're going to deselect. And we're going to select this guy here. Let's select him here. Whoops. Man, D. Select there. There we go. Need to select this guy's body here because I want to make that lighter. I think I gotta make him lighter. We're gonna sort him out just like this. All right, let's go Command U. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to make that luminosity. Yep, there we go. See? A little off-white there. There we go. I didn't want him to be like, you know, ridiculously pink. All right, there we go. That'll work. All right, so that's good. Now, let's just check one thing here before we go to the next step. So we can see that. So the dogs have like simple lighting on them. Let's see here. We will go. All right, so we got that, and we got to match all these guys together here. And I think I can pull it off. Let's do here, right here. We're going to do here. Let's see. All right. I'm going to take a gray here. There we go. And we will take spots, and we will do Dalmatian. Whoops. A little bit too light. It's dark there. We're going to go right here. There. There we go. All right, can live with that. Okay, good. So we got the dogs right. We got the Dalmatians right. Now we need to do one last thing here. We're going to go here. And now we're going to add in a very bright white highlight. And then this shall be dawn. There we go. See? That there. There we go. Add that little dot there, and that totally changes everything. There we go. Yep. Yep. Yep-o. I gotta do this last one here. There we go. Alrighty. Not bad. Now, let's take this here. We're going to go here to the bottom. Oops. Well, let's see. Do we need that one? Yeah, we need that one. We need that one. Go here. We're going to go right in there. Now, this is this layer. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go here. I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to duplicate that layer. I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to select everything around this guy here. All right. And I'm going to hit delete. So everything in that layer is now gone. So now we're going to go here. And we're going to select on the opposite here. All right. Boom. Done. So we turn both of these guys on. We can see that they are comparable in size, but what I'm going to do now is turn this guy on here so I can make them comparable in size to the guy walking here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Yep, there we go. All right, let's take him up there a little bit. Hold down shift so I can enlarge right there. It's pretty good. Yep. That's pretty good. I like that. Yep. All right, and go there. Now we're going to turn him off, and we're going to go to this guy here. Oh, bless you. Yeah. All right. Now we're going to go here. Command T. Yep, right there. About there. Wait. There we go. Okay, good. I think we're good there. All right, now. Here we go. I wanted to make sure I got this done before the day was out. All right, let's see here. Nope. Right there. Okay, there we go. All right, and 1, 2, 3. Three, 4, 5. Okay, good. So we turn these all on and off here. We got one thing we got to do. We got to add in the shadow below, and we can do that now. So let's do 4. Watch what we're talking about here. When I'm talking about adding the shadow below the walk shadow. So if I go here, duplicate this layer there, go here, Command U, take that luminosity all the way down, and what it is, that's a shadow. So now all I got to do is this. There we go. All right, boom. And we're going to just make that a little gray, just like that. Perfect. All right, boom, got it. Now, next one is this one. We do the same thing here. We're going to go there. We're going to duplicate that layer. Go to U, Command U, make that dark. I know you don't see it at the moment, but that's okay. And now we can bring that down. See how that shadow pops underneath there? There we go. Paya, done. So brought that down there because we don't want the shadows to be too much. All right, good. Let's save these. Gonna save these, man. Now, what happens is it's supposed to be like that. See that, Walker Dog? See that? That's pretty good, Walker Dog. And then we got this one here, Walker Dog. I like that. That looks fun. Looks fun. All right. It is now 7:39. I've been streaming here for 2 hours and 7 minutes. I generally try to make 2 hours, but lately it's been 1 hour, and I wanted to make sure I streamed today. My name is Tim Fielder. I'm a visual Afrofuturist and graphic novelist. I live stream. I do Hi John Conqueror, which is my Comatic, which goes up 3 to 5 days a week. So I'll probably be uploading an episode tomorrow and tonight because I've only done one episode this week so far. I also do the graphic history of hip hop with my good friend Walter Grayson and our managing partner Christina Hungsbrook Lamatina. I'm also the creator of Maddie's Rocket, working on book 2, and of course Infinitum and Afrofuturist Tale, which was published in 2021 by HarperCollins. Amistad. They just actually put out the Positive Obsession by my friend and colleague Susanna Morris out of Georgia Tech. I'd also like to comment on Kenitra Brooks. They just did a thing called the Earthseed Project, which is kind of inspired by Octavia Butler. They have a joint thing going through Michigan State. I think that's where it is. And probably we'll cover that a little bit on a future episode. Anyway, so let's do this here. Let's go in and quickly review before we get ready to shut down here. Dope name. See, got that one. This one. So this one here is actually designed to go like this. So it's supposed to be spring. That's winter. Fall, summer. And that's supposed to be like the fall, right? And then, of course, you have the front thing. So, yeah, that's what I did there. And, of course, I have some dogs here that will be on this project I'm doing. And feeling pretty happy about it. The only thing I'm debating about now is doing one more dog head to put with the logo. But we will see how it goes. But you see the red, the kind of the band around it is the motif. So I feel pretty good about that. Oh, what am I doing here? I knew I forgot something. Like you're trying to jump, trying to finish too quickly. That's good. That's good. And go here. Let's go right here. Go here. Put one on top. All right, this was on me. I didn't know I had made a mistake, but I'm sorry. Go right here. And take the airbrush, white, and we're gonna do this here. Oop. Right there. Bam. Bam. All right. Go here. Boom. Bam. Bam. Boom. All right, this is just me popping in like really basic highlights. All right, there we go. All right, so we got that one there. And this is supposed to like be really simple, like not like overly complicated. Now I can go here to overlay. So you see what happens? It adds a kind of a highlight to it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing a book like this. All right, go here and select here. Okay, and then go here, add another layer. Let's take the top here again. Boom, bam, bam. There we go. And right there, doesn't really matter on that part there. Bam, that. All right. And I think, yep. All right, I think we're good there. All right, and then we go to overlay. There we go. All right, now we're finished. Oops. Man, that's okay. Now we're done with that. So I can start laying these things out here. As a matter of fact, I may actually animate these guys in the near future. But there we go. All right, with that, I have streamed today for 2 hours and 12 minutes. You guys are awesome. The cool thing that I love doing about this work, even though streaming it's a chore because you got to do it every day or close to every day, right? And I've done it. Have I done it every day this week? No, I didn't do it yesterday. Did I do it? I can't remember. Anyway, the point is when you're streaming, it really is a commitment. It's a commitment. It's like you're in there, you're streaming, right? And I find it to be very, very helpful because it allows me to make sure that I'm constantly working. It adds in an air of completion, out of accountability. Still not perfect with it. Some people are old work, but that's okay. Oh, it's not okay, but you know, it's what it is. So there we go. Anyway, take care. Stay out of trouble. You guys are dope. I am trying to be as dope as you all are, and we will talk. Peace.